In the heart of Africa, beyond the rivers that swallow men and the forests that whisper the names of the dead, there stood a forgotten land called Zangora. It was a land where love was forbidden, where truth was buried, and where one drum could awaken destiny or completely destroy a kingdom. This is not just a story. It is a secret Africa tried to erase. Zangora was ruled by King Mukasa, a feared but respected ruler whose word was absolute law. The people appeared to prosper, but beneath their smiles lived a deep-seated fear. The king guarded a powerful and ancient secret, the forbidden drum of Zangora. Legend whispered that this drum was no ordinary instrument. It could reveal hidden bloodlines, expose the deepest lies, and summon the spirits of ancestors from the great beyond. Only one person was ever allowed near it, the royal drummer, a young man named Jabari. Jabari was not born into royalty. He was an orphan, taken in and raised by the village elders. His hands were gifted, capable of speaking to spirits through the powerful language of rhythm. But what the elders didn't know, what no one in Zangora knew, was that Jabari's blood was not ordinary. It carried a destiny he was completely unaware of. The king had a daughter, Princess Nalia. She was soft-spoken, kind-hearted, and felt trapped by the cold stone walls of the palace. She often escaped to the village, disguised as a common girl, just to feel a moment of freedom. And that's where she met Jabari. Their first meeting was by the river, where Jabari was playing a silent, beautiful rhythm on the water and stones. Nalia listened, and something deep within her heart answered his beat. From that day forward, their love grew in quiet whispers and stolen glances. They both knew that a princess loving a common drummer was a crime punishable by death. But love does not ask for permission. One night, during the grand festival of ancestors, a tense atmosphere filled the air. The elders, sensing an unrest among the spirits, demanded that the forbidden drum be played. Jabari approached the sacred instrument, his heart heavy with an unknown dread. He hesitated. And for the first time in the history of Zangora, the drum spoke without being struck. A deep, resonant hum filled the air, the ground trembled beneath their feet, and the wind itself seemed to scream a warning. Then a voice echoed from the drum, a voice that was ancient and powerful. The blood of kings walks as a servant. The true heir beats the drum. Everyone froze. King Mukasa's face turned pale. Princess Nolia's eyes darted to Jabari, and in that single terrifying moment, she suddenly understood why her heart had always recognized him, why his rhythm felt like home. He wasn't just a drummer. He was something more. The king's fear quickly curdled into a furious rage. He bellowed, ordering his guards to arrest Jabari immediately. But before the guards could lay a hand on him, one of the oldest elders stepped forward, his voice shaking but firm. He revealed the truth that had been buried for decades. Years ago, King Mukasa, driven by greed, had ordered the death of his own brother, the rightful king. That brother's infant son was smuggled away by loyal servants to save his life. That child was Jabari. The palace erupted into chaos. The king's entire reign, his power, his authority, was all built on a foundation of betrayal and blood. The people's fear turned to anger as the truth crashed down upon them. Princess Nalia was torn. Her heart pulled her in one direction, her duty in another. Love or loyalty, blood or truth. In the end, she chose love. She chose Jut. She guided him through the ancient, secret tunnels that ran beneath the palace, a hidden escape route known only to the royal family. As they ran, with the sounds of a kingdom collapsing behind them, she placed her royal necklace in his hand. She whispered, "Wherever destiny takes you, my heart will follow." Behind them, the city of Zangora burned, not with fire, but with the consuming flames of anger and confusion. This story teaches us profound lessons. It shows us that truth may sleep for a long time, but it never dies. It proves that power built on lies will always, eventually, collapse under its own weight. It reminds us that true love can cross any barrier, bloodlines, status, and fear. And most importantly, it tells us that destiny does not ask where you were born. It asks who you truly are. Africa holds countless stories like this, not written in books, but etched in blood, drums, and collective memory. But their story was far from over. As Jabari and Nalia reached the edge of the dark forest, gasping for breath, the sound of the forbidden drum echoed once more through the night, beating all on its own. Far away, in the shadows of a neighboring land, a mysterious figure watched the smoke rise from Zangora and smiled. He whispered to the night, "The air has awakened," but he does not know the full truth. Because Jabari's escape had triggered something far older and far more dangerous. The ancestors had not chosen him to run. They had chosen him to return as king. And in part 2, blood will demand blood. If you want to uncover the rest of this African secret in part 2, subscribe to African Secrets TV, like this video, and comment part 2 right now.